Hi guys, how are you? I hope everyone is well, and especially during this corona pandemic, I hope everyone stays at home and they are safe. Guys, we are talking about corona, and from last year we have seen, what kind of changes have come in our thinking process, what kind of changes we have seen in our daily routine in our life. So guys, why are these so important? Everybody do understand, and after looking at the numbers and the rising cases of COVID, especially after 1 year, maybe we can say this is the second wave which is hitting India. Now guys, we are talking about COVID. As of now, as everybody knows, that we are facing a lack or maybe a shortage of oxygen everywhere. So guys, most of the people do think about defense or Indian Air Force just as a fighting force. They don't have much of the idea how much the force do contribute in HADR missions. So guys, we are talking about humanitarian assistance and disaster relief operations. So guys, Indian Air Force also plays a major role in this kind of missions. Indian Air Force have planned for HADR missions from long enough. They have got different kind of aircrafts. They have got different kind of capabilities to counter them. And it's not just about India I'm talking about. Globally, if you'll see, most of the countries, they think about their air force as a part of HADR missions. So guys, when we are talking about HADR missions, we need to think in terms of how HADR missions are, and how Indian Air Force do work for the same. So guys, as we all know that India is facing acute shortage of oxygen at present, and we have heard so many cases that there are so many cases of death due to the lack of oxygen. Hospitals are running short of oxygen and patients are suffering badly because of this. So guys, Indian Air Force again has been called up, and their elite aircrafts, I'm talking about the heavy weightlifters like IL-76, C-17, and the other aircrafts like C-130, AN-32, and your helicopters also Mi-17, V-5, Chinook, which are basically heavy lift helicopters. And not even that, all other small helicopters and all other aircrafts which are kept on standby to counter and to help out in this kind of missions. While we are talking about, recently we have heard that IL-76 and C-17s have carried out the missions of taking the heavy tankers and the empty tankers from different places of India to different other parts where they can be filled up with oxygen, and later on they can be either get back by the aircraft or can be get back by road and railway. So effectively cutting short on time and helping out as many people as possible. Once we are talking about the defense budget, people do underestimate this fact that once we are talking about these kind of missions, we need to spend a lot of money, and these aircrafts are just not picking up the equipment. These guys are picking up doctors, nurses, all kind of equipment. We are talking about oxygen cylinders, trolleys, COVID related medicines, COVID related people, doctors who have knowledge about all this, and they know how to fight and what all facilities can be picked up and they can be placed at a particular place, and we can fight with the corona. The guys, Indian Air Force have picked up the items, and in fact they have set up different kind of labs, different kind of medicines, and everything whatever is required, that's been picked up and taken the place wherever it is required. The tankers have been lifted from Begumpet to Panagarh, West Bengal. The DRDO tankers have been picked up and they have been transported to different places. The medicines, crews, doctors, nurses, everybody is picked up, and wherever it is required. It's just not the one place I'm talking about. If we'll talk about, it's like taking from Odisha, Pune, Vizag, and all kind of cities, Bangalore, wherever it is, wherever we do have the number of people available, where we do have doctors available to counter this threat. So guys, all these guys are picked up, and actually these guys, we should be thankful to them that they are working more than their efficiency, and they are trying to help as many people as possible. DRDO has come up, with a different kind of setup. They have made different kind of facilities wherein the COVID, the person who are having corona, they can be treated and they can be given the best of the treatment. Government officials, they are onto this thing. The doctors from different forces, paramilitary, defense, air force, army, navy, from everywhere, these doctors are also trying their 100% to help out each and everyone. So guys, government just don't think in the terms of Indian Air Force as a fighting force just to defend our country from the enemies. It is basically to help out our own people from this kind of pandemic, different kind of disasters we are talking about. If we'll say like tsunami is there, or maybe earthquake is there, or other kind of any calamity is there, Indian Air Force has pitched up whenever they can and helped out the people. And it's not only in India, we are just helping other countries also. It's that's why I'm telling you guys, it's not just limited to India. We have picked up people from different countries. We have helped out different countries in terms of medicines, in terms of airlifting of equipment, airlifting of people. We know about the Yemen case, wherein Indian Air Force C-17 aircraft has lifted almost 600 odd people and got them back to India. So guys, we need to understand in terms of HADR missions that we are talking about, how things do work in terms of equipments, in terms of space, in terms of fuel, in terms of manpower, flying hours. So many things get accounted for. People have to be, prepared, and they have to be on their toes. Reason being, when a kind of emergency arises, you have your aircrafts to be serviceable. You need to have them ready as and when required. They need to be kept on standby, so that crew has to be very much proactive in their approach. Because once we are talking about airlifting of medicines, personal, tankers, any other equipment we are talking about, people are not aware that so many things which are involved in this. First of all, you need to see what kind of equipment can go in which aircraft, how we can manage them, how we can make them fit inside the aircraft. We are talking about the weight limitations and all. So guys, it's just not a simple fact that we are talking about. Air Force has pitched in, and they have been helping earlier also, and now also they have been called upon when this corona is there. So many people in defense forces are also suffering from corona, but still these guys are fighting hard. They are away there from families. Some of them are with their families. Some of the family members who are suffering from corona. The guy himself is suffering from corona, but still they are fighting hard. So guys, we need to understand the kind of mentality, the kind of positive attitude that these guys do have. And I feel privileged and feel proud to be part of the defense forces, and wherein we have carried out different kind of operations. So guys, this is still an open question, and still this is an open platform. So like how government is going to take further steps and how they are further going to utilize the forces. If we are talking about from south, we have gone top till Leh and all. There also we have set up the COVID centers and all. So right now we are talking about north, east, west, south, everywhere, and the Indian Air Force aircrafts are flying. Especially I'm talking about the transport fleet and helicopters, who are right now flying day in, day out, and trying to give the supplies as much as possible and in the shortest time possible. So guys, there's so much in this, and right now we are just talking about a part of Indian Air Force as a HADR missions. So guys, I hope you must have kind of got an idea of what the HADR missions are. And we have seen this in case of Nepal calamity. We have seen this in case of Odisha. We have seen that in Gujarat. We have seen that especially in J&K floods also. And especially being a part of Indian Air Force, I am also a part of Uttarakhand floods. We are talking about 2013-14. So, when the situation was too bad, I was part of that team. And personally speaking, the forces do work hard to get the work done. So guys, you need to have that respect, and you need to have a broader perspective when we are talking about, when we are going to buy any aircraft, and when we are talking about the defense budget. So you need to understand, once we are talking about these kind of unseen calamities, how things do work, and from where we need to get the money, and actually for their operations and all, we need to spend the money. So guys, that's it from my side. I hope you must have liked it, and we will get with some more important facts and some more topics that we need to cover regarding the corona. So guys, that's it from my side. I hope you must have liked. Please do like and subscribe, and be with me, and we'll get back short with some more interesting facts. So guys, that's it. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye, and Jai Hind.